The war in Ukraine has entered a perilous new phase. For the first time, Ukrainian forces have launched long-range missiles into Russian territory. These strikes, utilizing US-supplied ATACMS missiles, targeted military infrastructure deep inside Russia. This escalation has drawn condemnation from Moscow and triggered renewed threats of nuclear retaliation. The world watches with bated breath, fearing a wider conflict. The use of ATACMS missiles marks a turning point in the conflict. These weapons, with a range of over 180 miles, give Ukraine the ability to strike targets far beyond the front lines. This new capability could significantly alter the battlefield dynamics, potentially shifting the balance of power. However, this escalation carries significant risks. Russia, already angered by Western support for Ukraine, has reacted furiously to the strikes. The Kremlin claims to have intercepted most of the missiles, but the damage inflicted on its military assets is undeniable. Ukraine's decision to use ATACMS missiles was a calculated gamble. Kiev argues that it has the right to defend itself and degrade Russia's ability to wage war. The targeted facilities, including an ammunition depot and a military airfield, played a crucial role in supplying Russian forces in Ukraine. By striking these targets, Ukraine aims to disrupt Russia's logistics and slow down its offensive operations. The strikes have undoubtedly boosted morale among Ukrainians, who have endured over a year of brutal aggression. The ability to hit back at the enemy on its own soil sends a powerful message of defiance. However, the long-term consequences of this escalation remain uncertain. Russia's response, both military and political, will be closely watched by the international community. The potential for miscalculation and further escalation is a real and present danger. Russia's response to the Ukrainian strikes has been a mix of bluster and veiled threats. Moscow condemned the attacks as a dangerous escalation and vowed to retaliate appropriately. While Russia claims to have shot down most of the missiles, the fact that some got through is a blow to its prestige. More worrisome is Russia's renewed nuclear rhetoric. The Kremlin has repeatedly warned that any attack on Russian territory could trigger a nuclear response. These threats, while not new, have taken on a more ominous tone in recent days. The international community has condemned Russia's nuclear saber-rattling. The use of nuclear weapons would be a catastrophic escalation with unimaginable consequences. The world is holding its breath, hoping that cooler heads will prevail. The international community has reacted with a mix of concern and condemnation to the latest developments in the Ukraine war. Western powers have largely stood by Ukraine, condemning Russia's aggression and pledging continued support. The United States, while not directly involved in the ATACMS strikes, has provided Ukraine with the necessary intelligence and weaponry. However, there are divisions within the international community. Some countries, particularly those with close ties to Russia, have expressed reservations about supplying Ukraine with long-range weapons. They fear that such actions could provoke Russia and lead to a wider conflict. The humanitarian situation in Ukraine continues to deteriorate. Millions have been displaced from their homes, and civilian casualties are mounting. The economic fallout of the war is being felt globally, with rising energy prices and supply chain disruptions. The world is facing a crisis with no easy solutions.